Here comes Nicola Harcus into this first turn, boy. It looks like it's a little bit off centre. She just picked it up. They were going the wrong way. Waris Mills on her feet. And Waris Mills misses the can. Waris Mills just not looking up, not paying attention there, and it just goes the wrong way. We are on Clifton, 4th Beach in the Western Cape, Cape Town, and this is the Western Cape Surf Lifesaving Champs, part of the Rescue Sports Series, the grand finale of the Rescue Sports Series brought to you by Solid Oak. And we've got 15 ladies lined up here to see who is going to take away the title of Oceanwoman for the 2025-2026 season and the title of Western Cape Champion. Under starters orders and a flat ocean awaits them. It's going to be a hard slog and grind for these ladies. You see a mixture of wetsuits and non-wetsuits, the temperature of the water being warm enough so that it can be optional. Of course, wetsuits make a big difference in swimming, but then detract from the other disciplines. And a incredibly quick start on the right-hand side here. The fisher cap, that is Nicola Harcus, back from her sojourns and adventures in Australia. And right on her shoulder is Waris Mills. That's Fishhook's Nicola Harcus and Waris Mills leading out the pack. And just off to the left-hand side of Waris' feet, Kira Bester is just trying to stay in touch with these two girls. Nicola Harcus, Waris Mills, absolutely going for it here in this race. Of course, throughout the season, we've seen Waris Mills and Kira Bester duking it out at the first two of these Oceanwomen events with a win apiece, and the results of this race going to be critical in deciding who is going to be the overall Rescue Sports Series champion for the Oceanwoman. And right now, between Kira Bester and Waris Mills, Waris looks like she's definitely got an edge here, and that gap is opening up significantly. Nicola Harcus coming back from overseas and showing exactly the skills and the fitness that she picked up while racing over there in Australia and not holding back at all. Waris Mills is one of our preeminent and top swimmers here in the Western Cape, just hanging in there on her feet. You can see as soon as she's got a bit of competition, someone that's pushing her, how quickly this gap opens up as the rest of the field now navigates that first swim can. Two lines of 4 girls there next to each other and on each other's feet. Now trying to chase down these early leaders. Here comes Nicola Harcus into this first turn, boy. It looks like it's a little bit off centre. She just picked it up. They were going the wrong way. Waris Mills on her feet. And Waris Mills misses the can. Waris Mills just not looking up, not paying attention there, and it just goes the wrong way. She's lost 2 or 3 meters there. That has absolutely cost her in terms of the lead and being in touch with Nicola Harcus. We saw both the Mills and Bester not getting their own way when Georgia Singer was back in town for the Oceanwoman in Fishhook, and now Nicola Harcus back in town. The rest of the field, you can see how they're just crashing to get around this can. Surf swimming, you can't have be holy about your personal space when it comes to surf swimming. Everyone's going to be swimming on top of you. And look at this gap. Waris Mills fighting hard now to try and close this gap. She's picked up the flag. Nicola Harcus maybe going a little bit off to the right-hand side. You can see the flag is off to the left there. Waris Mills coming straight into the beach. That's going to save her half a meter or a meter or so. No surf to speak of, nothing to body surf. Nicola Harcus now takes advantage of that mishap from Waris Mills and has opened up this gap. Coming into the beach now, we're going to soon see her porpoise dive. The depth of the water here goes from very deep to shallow very quickly. It's basically a shorebreak beach, and you almost got to swim right up onto the beach before you can get up and start porpoise diving. One porpoise dive, she's up and she's away through that line of kelp, picks up the flag there, and here she comes. Great hard transition. You can see she's really pushing that. She knows Mills is a strong ski paddler. Well, Nicola Harcus, she's a strong ski paddler too. So she really is going to want to capitalize on that lead. Going into the board leg now. Both of them good, strong board paddlers. Nicola Harcus running hard in that wet, so you can see it's just holding her back a bit, knows exactly where her board is. She knows where she put it down, no hesitation there. She picks it up and into the shore break. She goes laying down immediately. It's hard to board paddle with that wetsuit on. Really just works your hamstrings and your glutes. Great little transition there from Waris Mills onto her board. So you're positioning there right near the front of the board, getting that nose down. If you're a lay-down paddler, that's kind of where you want to position yourself. You don't want to be laying on the back with that nose up. And she's pushing hard, folks. Waris Mills pushing hard. This looks like Jodie Wilson from Summer Strand coming on third. That was a great swim by her. Good transition for her to come in third place. Yeah, she's been visiting some of the competitions. Kira Bester right next to her. And we see, looks like that might be, is that Kirsten Flanagan or Rosie Edwards for Fishhook. Nice to see some of our former Masters athletes back in the fray here, and obviously wanting to prepare for the SA Masters champs and the World champs later on this year. I think that was Rosie Edwards just coming in on the board there. Back here to the front, and we see Nicola Harcus got a spectator base here of some kayakers trying to get the prime seats here and front row seats of all the action unfolding here on Clifton Fourth Beach. Beautiful views here. You can see why Clifton Fourth Beach is just one of the world's most prominent, famous beaches. Just beautiful scenery, stunning white sand beach here, nestled between the granite boulders of the Atlantic seaboard. Nicola Harcus does the turn, and that gap has opened, folks, and Waris Mills is being hunted down by her nemesis here, Kira Bester. The race definitely is on between these two with a point. They are sitting on equal points on the leaderboard with a win apiece. Well, besides Georgia Singer's win in that Fishhook competition, but still Mills and Bester are on equal footing. Kira Bester knows that and is chasing her down. Kira Bester is a very strong ski paddler. She's going to want to put herself in a strong position, and she catches right up to Waris Mills onto her tail and just has a bit of a rest there. See the pace going down and content. She's going to sit there and wait for the turn can. As they turn the buoy there, you can see the gap that Nicola Harcus has opened up. Really strong board paddling. She had a tough going there in Australia. She raced in a few of the World Ocean Series events, and the competition there really strong. A lot of girls all on the same level, and it's just the intensity of competition. It's great that the sport is in such a healthy state there in Australia and at World Ocean Series. And Nicola Hoek is showing us exactly how that's helped her abilities as she opens up a seriously commanding lead here on the rest of the field. Nice little shorebreak wave, great dismount, and up the beach, not letting up on that intensity at all. She's using this as a show of force, probably even a training session. She's going to have a big weekend ahead of her here at the Western Cape Championships. This is the first event of the championships, and they've got a big weekend ahead of them. Nicola Harcus is going to be going full taps the entire weekend. Into the water she goes and gets going. Good strong paddling, no hesitation there, and she is away. On the beach we can see the transition happening, and Kira Bester in the background there has overtaken Waris Mills and now transitioning into the ski. This is going to put Waris Mills under some serious pressure here. She's got to shake a leg if she wants to have any chance of one-upping on the points there as Kira Bester runs into the water. Slowing down, a bit of a shore break. Waris Mills picks up her ski and she's going to want to get going. Kira Bester a little bit slow to get going there. Waris could capitalize on that now if she just gets in quickly and catches a rail there. Got some kelp in her feet. She's slow off the beach as well. That's going to cost her a meter or two. And in a surf ski, a meter or two can be a ski length. Aerial view here of how that lead has opened up, a significant lead in a very, very short space of time. Nicola Harcus now hits the board cans and she's about to hit the first apex. Incredibly long route that Clifton Club has set out for our athletes. They have been going for just on 9 minutes, just about, and It's going to be a well over a 11-12 minute event this. Certainly nice and long, a solid test for our athletes on that flat water. Nicola Harcus gets that ski into the apex. A few kayakers there got the front row seats watching her go around. And now there's a following swell, following sea. Some runs and some bumps are to be had. If you're skillful enough to pick them up, it's going to count in your favor, and that lead can almost double after that apex if you play your cards right. Kira Bester still maintaining the same lead. Waris is paddling hard to stay in touch. If you're good enough in these runs, that gap can close, although I doubt that anyone's going to close a gap in the runs on Kira Bester. She's a world champion in the ocean ski, the long distance ski, and so if it comes to any kind of bump or runs, she is definitely going to have the advantage there. She turns the apex can and immediately increases her rating. There's a bump underneath her. She gets that ski going, and we'll see her skills come through now. Waris is actually under pressure here from Rosie Edwards. Rosie Edwards, also a very strong paddler. She's under 23 world champion in long distance surf ski paddling. And she is hunting Waris down. Waris no stranger to catching runs and swells. Gets one or two. Kira Bester, strong, hard paddling now on the way back. And there you can see the gap to Nicola Harcus, our leader. And honestly, nothing going to stop her from taking the title here. She is literally just got to go through the motions here, get onto the beach, run through the finish line, and she is the Western Cape champion for the Oceanwoman and the Rescue Sports Series Grand Finale. Goes through the little backwash, and easy dismount there for her. A seconds there to pick up the ski, and here comes your champion, folks, Nicola Harcus. Nicola Harcus is your champion in the Oceanwoman. Little smile there from her. She's stoked to pick up this title, and it's the Western Cape Championships. Nicola Harcus is your champion, and let's see what happens here with the rest of the race. Kira Bester is maintaining that second, and Waris is fighting here for a third place. She's better move it up if she wants to not lose any more points to Kira Bester here. Kira Bester's up and running. Goes up around the flag. Here comes Kira Bester. She's going to finish in second place, and it is a push for third here between Rosie Edwards and Waris Waris up and running. Here she comes around the flag, and Waris is going to take the third place here behind Kira Bester. That's your top three, folks. Nicola Harcus, Kira Bester, Waris Mills. Well done, Waris, crosses the line there. As we see our girls congratulating each other, we'll switch over now to see what our champion has to say about that race.
Oh, that was a long course iron for sure, but it was a good race. I felt good in the swim. The board, I was kind of hot in my suit, but then the ski's all about holding it all together.
Highlights here from the Oceanwoman. See that start, all started with serious intention there, and going into the swim, Nicola Harcus and Waris Mills put the girls under pressure. Nicola Harcus not holding up or letting up on the transitions at all. Nicola Harcus really put the nail in the coffin, I think, in the board leg, where she broke the elastic there to Waris Mills. That left Waris Mills exposed to the rest of the crew. Nicola Harcus, just a show of force here today, and absolutely dominating in this event.